Wagwan guys, welcome to my channel. If you're brand new to this channel, go ahead and subscribe to be a part of the Kwan family. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back once again. I appreciate it. Alright, so today's story time is going to be about the time that I was going to Carlingwood Shopping Center and I saw these two couples fighting in the bus station. Alright, so let's get into it. So I'm coming from school, right? And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to Carlingwood Shopping Center to go to Sears because Sears is closing down all across Canada. So I've been peeping one or two things and eyeing my eyes on a few things. So I'm like, alright, let me go look. Let me go see if they're on a good sale because today is the last day they're supposed to be closing out. So I'm like, okay, whatever. It's two buses, not a big deal. It's really not that long. You got transfer buses too, so it doesn't feel like it's that much time. So I get on my first bus, leaves me at the station. The station's like here, and then to get to the second bus, you gotta walk over here. It's still the same station, but it's just you gotta cross paths. So I'm walking, get over here now, and I'm walking into the bus shed, and I just hear screaming all of a sudden, and it's these two couples. It was a woman and a man. It was like a Filipino woman. She's like yay tall, like yeah, she was like pretty short, like yeah, like yay tall. And then the other one was the guy was a Caucasian man. He's like that, about that tall. He was pretty tall. So they're yelling at each other, and I walk in now. I'm confused. Like, I'm just like, yo, what is going down? Like, I just hear the screaming from behind me. Keep in mind, I have my earphone in on one side, and then I usually take one out just to pay attention to what's going on around me. So all of a sudden, I just hear this screaming. I take out the other earphone, right, to kind of peep what's going on, because I'm like, yo, anyhow, it's like something where I gotta dip real quick. Then I'm like, yo, gotta skedaddle. But I'm watching, I'm paying attention, and this guy is fighting with his girl over coffee and a bagel. That's what they were fighting over. Coffee and a bagel, yo. Coffee and a bagel. Was it really that serious? Like over a coffee and a bagel? Well, I guess it's Tim Hortons coffee and a bagel, so that's where it gets serious. So what happened was, from what I could tell from the story, is they were at a Tim Hortons, which is probably a good minute away. I don't even know why they're still talking about it in the station, because Tim Hortons was not really that close by. So I'm guessing they went to Tim Hortons because they were talking about Tim Hortons, and he had bought a coffee, and she's like, yo, I'm hungry. I want a bagel. He's like, wait till we get downtown. Listen, from Lincoln Fields bus station all the way to downtown is a good minute on the bus, okay? So to sit there hungry while that bus is like, and it stops like every other stop too. So to sit on that bus, it's stopping every minute, every 2 seconds it's stopping. And then it's winter, right? So the bus is kind of bumpy too, and you're hungry. That's just a messy ride. Like, it's just miserable. So she's saying that he's not a gentleman, like she didn't get to buy the bagel, and she's saying that I was gonna buy the bagel with my own money. She was gonna use his money, and I think he was scared that she was gonna use his money. And she's like saying, what type of gentleman are you? Like, F off, I'm tired of you, you're an a-hole. And she's just cussing at him like this and like this and like this. And he's like standing here like this, like, baby, I'm sorry, yo, like, I'm sorry. And like, she's full on going off on this guy. And keep in mind, over a bagel, and they're screaming at the top of their lungs. Now, I'm here waiting for this bus to come because, yeah, I was watching what's going on because it was enjoyable. Like, I was sitting there and I was trying not to laugh, but I was biting my lip. Like, there was a few times I had to step out of the station and come back because it was just too much. Like, I didn't want to laugh in their face, like, not disrespectful like that. But OC Transpo just came out with this new thing, right, where it's like, it has the bus numbers listed out, and then it tells you how many minutes the bus is coming in. OC Transpo just came in with this though, and it was like a snowy day, like like few centimeters of snow fell. But of course with OC Transpo, they always got to be pushing it and wilding, saying that, oh, extreme weather is when really it's just a few centimeters. So all the buses are late. So that whole thing was messed up. Like, it kept saying 4 minutes, then 8 minutes, then 11 minutes, then 12 minutes, then 8 minutes, then 2 minutes, and 2 minutes would come. Bus is not there. Then it would say 11 minutes again. So the thing was just wilding. So we're just watching, we're waiting. They're getting upset because, one, the bus is not here. Two, like, she's screaming because she wants her thing and she's not getting it. Like, she's not getting her bagel. She's not getting the way that she wants. And she has this like bag, right? I guess I don't know what they were gonna go do with it out their day, but they had this bag and it belonged to him. And she kept throwing it. She's like, go get it. He's like, you take your stuff and go. She's like, F off, F off, F off. Leave me alone. Every time he goes to get the bag, he goes to get the bag. So he goes to say, baby, I'm sorry. Like, when we get downtown, we'll go and we'll get you the coffee. Keep in mind that they done left it to Morton. So this conversation been going on for a bare time since I even got there. Like, I got there and they were arguing. And I saw them at the station before me. So just imagine how long this story was going on for and how long they were arguing for. So this woman screaming at the top of her lungs. Keep in mind, so if this bus is still not coming, and there's supposed to be, 2 buses by now, that is starting to draw a crowd. So her screaming draws a whole crowd around, like, the bus station. So we're standing in there. And she starts beating the man up. Okay, hold on. I want to pull my friend into the video just so you guys can see this. All right, so here's Gabby. All right.
Hey.
Let me tell you, this woman full on boxed the man across his face, like full on across the face, 3 times, and the man stood there and took it. Just like he stopped, he froze. Clearly, it was a good slap across the face. And box means it's like slap.
I feel like he was used to it.
Obviously,
So-
like I would have been shook. Like the man stood there after each of them, and he's like, "Baby, I'm sorry. Baby, I'm sorry. Baby, I'm sorry." And then, if it was me, I'd be gone. Gone. You're not going to come slap me. Gone. See? Just like that. I would have been gone. You're not going to come and slap me up bare times. I think I'm going to still stay with you. But he was still there. Like, I didn't get it. I was like, why are you staying there? She's saying that you're assaulting her. Like, she's saying this so loud to everybody. Like, you're assaulting me. Like, leave me alone. You're harassing me. So there's 2 black girls there, me, and then another white guy Caucasian guy comes in a little after. So he sits beside them. He's full on, like, me and the other 2 black girls are minding our own business. Then this other Caucasian lady comes in and sits beside the Caucasian guy and just opens up a book and just starts reading. And every 2 minutes she's like, over the book, she's like, I'm like, this woman really comes sit down in here about to read a book. Like, are you that serious? Like, you come in there reading a book. Okay. So the guy's full on just looking at them like this. Keep in mind, me and the black girls are minding our business. Like, we're turning away like this or turning our backs but listening. And me, I'm recording a little thing on Snapchat, so I was, like, recording my face. So I couldn't really, like, I couldn't look too bait. Like, bait means too obvious. So the guy, but he was full on, like, not minding his business, not caring, looking at it like this. And the girl looks at him like this and says, call the police. So he leaves, and the guy's, like, screaming at her. Like, screaming, why would you do that? What did I do to you? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? And then the guy gets up, and the guy starts talking to the Caucasian guy that's going to go call the police. And he's like, yo, bro. And the guy storms off. Next thing you know, I see this guy coming back, okay? Keep in mind, they're still screaming. They're still going about their antics, saying the same things. He's still taking bare boxes in the face. All the same stuff still going on. This guy, I see him. He was hustling out of there, yo. Like, he was running, okay? Fast walking. Next thing I see him come back with nothing. He comes to me, like, taps me on the shoulder. He's like, yo, should I call the cops? I'm like, yo, to be honest, I ain't trying to really get involved, even though I'm sitting there watching it, but I'm not trying to get involved. Like, it was none of my business. Like, I don't know if this is a regular thing for them or whatever, but I was also in the back of my mind, I was like, yo, what if it's one of those shows where, like, they kind of set it up to see what you would do if you were in one of those environments? So I'm like, yo, all right, so I gotta say something, I can't. So I'm like, yo, don't call the cops, but I just tell the OC Transpo police. So this man goes, and I point to 2 cops that were sitting there, and I'm like, okay. So I thought he would have just went to go get 1. No, this man came back with 2 OC Transpo police. So what OC Transpo police is kind of like OC Transpo, like, police that you go through before you actually go through the cops. And then they end up usually calling the cops after if they find that it's necessary. Because OC Transpo police can still find you and stuff like that. So usually go through them first. So I'm like, okay, go through him first before you call the cops. So I see him go to the car, and I see him coming back with two of them. So I'm like, oh, yo, shit's about to hit the fan. Keep in mind, this bus is still not here. So we're standing here for a good 30 minutes, and this bus is still not here. Keep in mind, it's starting to get cold, because it's getting later and later and later. Sun's starting to go down, so it's starting to get freezing cold, man. And Ottawa, you know, Mother Nature not playing with this weather out here, okay? She's been attacking us with this cold weather. So I see them coming now. I'm like, oh, shucks. It's about to get real now. This is where you really gonna pull out your Snapchat. So they come, they're here, okay? And they're like, the man walks up and he kicks his boots along the wall of the station. And then he's like, is there a problem here? And she's like, no. Both of them, they're like, no, there's no problem. And I look at the guy, me and the guy look at each other like, and that's exactly why I didn't want to get involved, and that's exactly why I told him not to call the police. But they look at each other, like the two of them were just scrapping. Me and the other guy look at each other like, are you serious? So then he's like, well, clearly there's a problem because I've had a complaint. He didn't say who, of course, because, but who else complained if you told the guy to go and call the police? But you already kind of caught the feel of what was going on, who did it. So he now, okay, is like frustrated because you got these securities, you got security up in here. So one of them's like, yo, okay, so what's really going on now? Okay, so actually Transpo police always gets nice and big, yo. Like they like to feel nice and tough when they got an incident, right? Like they're the real police. Like, well, clearly there's the security guy. Clearly there's a problem here because I was called to come here. So he's like, stuttering, lost in his words. So he's like, the woman's like, okay, well, there was no problem, but let me tell you, I just got an a-hole boyfriend. That's it, just an a-hole boyfriend. And she kept saying that, and I was like, I wiped my face bare times. Let me tell you, I wiped my face bare times. I couldn't do it. This woman was killing me with laughter. I couldn't do it. I had to put my jacket like this, and I had to bite it. I couldn't take it. So then the security asked us all to leave because they're telling nonsense stories, and it's starting to like hype up a little bit. Like he's getting frustrated. They separate them apart because clearly they're trying to tell stories in front of each other so that they don't end up going to jail or whatever, or trying to tell the same story, but it wasn't working out. So they split them up. I see pen and paper come out. You know when pen and paper comes out for OC Transpo Police, it's either you're getting a ticket or it's about to go somewhere serious. So I see them split up, okay? Next thing you know, I see these two split. Zoom! You blink your eyes. They were gone. You didn't even see them. Woman was gone. She's short, like this tall, right? So when she was gone into the crowd that she had just drawn, you didn't even see where she went. OC Transpo Police lazy, so they're not going to chase you or nothing. They're going to let you go. Next thing you know, I see the man. I guess they just tell him to go about his business. But I think they ended up meeting up after because she was standing at the bus stop and then no one saw her again. So we're like, they probably went to go meet up at the other side, the side that I originally started on. But let me tell you, I'm going to put the video at the end of this and you're going to be able to see it. But let me tell you, it was wild. But the bus ended up coming like 5 minutes after that all went down. So clearly it was probably a sign from God that I was supposed to watch that go down just so I could come and tell y'all, you know? That's
you tell me no!
Fuck you. I'm sorry, okay?
Fuck you!
Here's your key. Okay, okay. Here, put this back. Put this here. Put this back.
I don't have to wait for your decision to tell me!
Thank you guys for watching today's video. I hope to see you guys back in the future again. Remember to subscribe to the Quan family. We are new and we are building. We're going to get up there together. Follow the JAYQUION journey. And trust me, it's going to be lit. You won't regret it.